We welcome you live to Normal, Illinois, where the 5-9-1 Prairie Flamingos take on the 10-4 BobCats. Casey Stevens alongside me is Alex Ferens, and Alex, an exciting matchup between these two. One of the top scoring offenses in the BobCats take on the second most runs scored in the Flamingos in this game.
Yeah, the Flamingos are in the cellar of this KCL right now at 5-9-1, but KC run differential-wise, they have the second best, just -2. Bobcats dominating a +39 run differential and looking to stay atop the KCL.
The Bobcats entered today scoring 100 runs and only allowing 61, one of the best offense and defensive teams.
And today on the hill for the Bobcats, they have arguably their ace, Bennett Schuler. The right-handed pitcher has gone through 10 1/3 without giving up an earned run so far this summer.
He's making his 6th appearance in his 3rd start. You mentioned he's gone through 10 1/3, a 2-0 record, 13 Ks. But for the Flamingos, leading off, Alec Novotny, followed by Roy Roseman, Keaton Davis, Braden Barber, Adrian Arzola, Blaine Friedmansky, Braden Elliott, Will Haley, and Blake Willen. Novotny Alex hitting .462 on the season. The right-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher. First pitch to get this game underway. Lifted in foul territory. Home plate umpire, D-Ray, as he's like to be called. We found this out earlier. Calling it foul. Third base umpire for the Prairie Flamingos, trying to give the fair sign.
Yeah, Tannen Schreiber over there at third base wanted that to be a fair ball. It wasn't.
Schuler in his arsenal, fastball, slider, changeup, and curveball. The right-hander kicks and deals. Curveball inside. Not able to get on the zone. Will be 1-1.
Schuler leans on that slider. High whiff rate.
Schuler is not allowed a run to his name yet. Infield standing straight up. The 1-1. High, but in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Novotny. On the season, he's only struck out once. Wind blowing in from left to right. A 1-2 count. Outside.
Casey Novotny, for how impressive he's been at the plate, it's been equally impressive on the mound for the Flamingos. 7 innings pitched without giving up an earned run.
2-2 count to Novotny. A deep breath by Schuler. Brings his knee up and puts one right down the middle for strike 3.
Just the second time Novotny has struck out this summer. Good pitch from Schuler. Went down looking a pitch off the plate. Pitcher's friendly zone.
Blew the 87-mile-an-hour fastball in. Bring up the lefty and Roy Roseman, the designated hitter. The right-hander kicks and deals. Fouls it away. D-Ray tried to get it with his left hand, the home plate umpire, but it went right over.
Nearly a great snag from D-Ray.
The umpires today wearing bright red shirts. Not typical where you've seen the cream, blue, or black shirts. Red being the choice for the umps today. The 0-1 hit well onto the ground past the second baseman and Gura and rolls into right center. Roy Roseman gets his 8th hit of the season.
Good piece of hitting from Roseman. Takes that slider right back up the middle. 102 miles an hour. No chance for the middle infielders of the Bobcats to converge. First base runner of the day.
Alec Novotny started this game going down to the strikeout of Bennett Schuler. Then Roy Roseman reaches with a single. 1 down here in the top of the first. Digging in is Keaton Davis. First pitch to him. Fastball runs low.
Roy Roseman over at first base. 4 stolen bases on the campaign so far. A threat to try and get into scoring position.
Covering the first base bag is Roof. Gap between first and second. Fastball runs low, trying to pick off the runner, but you just mentioned a threat. Gets his 5th stolen bag of the season.
Good jump from Roseman in there fairly easily. Zimmerman came up throwing, but no dice.
Covering the second base bag is Gura. He creeps in. Big gap between first and second. The right-handed batter and Keaton Davis playing first base today. Up in the count, 2-0. Skies one up. Moving in is Stevens, the shortstop, to his right. Stares up and collects it for out number 2.
One of the things that the Bobcats have been able to utilize to their advantage is the lack of errors, especially in that middle infield. It's something that's plagued numerous of these KCL squads. Bobcats have been able to avoid the plague so far.
The infield for the Bobcats today, Lapp, Stevens, Gubra, and Roof from third to first. Hackman, Main, and Harris are in the outfield from left to right, and Zimmerman, the man behind the dish. 2 away here in the top of the first. Braden Barber leads the KCL in batting average with .481. Will dig in on the right side. 2 away, a runner on first. Creeping in is Gubra, the second baseman for the Bobcats. Schuler looking over. Continues to put his head on a swivel. First pitch of this at-bat. Top of the zone for strike 1. A good slider. Gets into the top of the zone, an 0-1 count. 2 away here in the top of the first. Schuler nods his head, comes set at the belt. Gura, the second baseman, continues to creep in, breaking in from second to third. Here comes Roseman. He slides into third. The tag not in time. He grabs the second stolen base of the day and puts himself 90 feet away from the first run.
Perfect pitch to go on Roseman. A slider away takes Zimmerman into a unadvantageous position. Roseman has 2 stolen bags here in the first inning.
Now the infield for the Bobcats, all in shallow center. Pitch, fastball right towards the bottom corner for strike 2.
Barber on Sunday, KC, was 3 for 4, 3/4 of the cycle, just missing the triple. Had a long home run in the 6th inning.
His second home run of the season came back in that 6th inning. The 1-2 count, fastball outside. Evens the count at 2-2, 2 away here in the top of the first. Roy Roseman reached with a single, and he's grabbed second and third, 2 stolen bases. He's 90 feet away from the first score for the Flamingos. The 2-2 chopped, and it will be fouled on that third base side. His go-to pitch, and the curveball dropped right into the top half of the zone and hit and chopped on that third base side. Barber on the year, 13 hits, Alex. A good, effective guy when it comes to bringing in runs. 7 RBIs. The 2-2. Scholler raises his knee, kicks and deals. Drops the curveball right in the zone, and reaching for it is Barber. He'll drop into center field, and a run will come in. The Flamingos take a 1-run lead here in the top of the first.
Make that 8 RBIs on the summer, KC, as he adds another one. What a piece of 2-strike hitting. Knows the curveball is coming. It's outside on the zone. He gets his barrel there, sends it right back where it came from.
Bring up the 5th hitter, and Adrian Arzola playing in right field today. The lefty digs in. Right-handed pitcher, Schuler looks over at first. The off-speed slider runs inside and low for ball 1. A runner on first, and Barber. Not much of a lead, now he'll creep. The second baseman, Gura, standing in shallow right center. This hit and skied into shallow right center, moving over the second baseman, Gura. The shift put into play, and he collects it for out number 3. 1 stranded on for the Flamingos, but they take a 1-run lead with the RBI single from Braden Barber. We'll take a short break and be back for bottom of the first action. After the top of the first, Rory Roseman singled and grabbed 2 bags out there on the base paths and was brought in by the single from Braden Barber for the Flamingos to take a 1-run lead. Now R.J. Bregman, the left-handed pitcher for the Flamingos, will be on the hill, and he'll face one of the top-scoring offenses in the Bobcats. Leading off in center field, Braden Main. Kyler Lapp on third base. Carter Harris is the right fielder. Hitting cleanup, Caleb Hackman. Drew Stevens will be the shortstop in today's matchup for the Bobcats. Wyatt Ruff over on first. Brady Hart, the designated hitter. Anthony Gura on second, the man behind the dish. Hitting last is Jake Zimmerman.
Yeah, R.J. Bergen's going to have a tough task to figure out this Bobcats order. It's something not too many pitchers in the KCL have been able to do. Bergen works with just a 2-pitch mix, fastball and curveball. He's not going to make you whiff a whole lot, but he's been efficient through 10 innings, a 2.1 ERA, 11 strikeouts, just 4 walks.
Making his 5th appearance and 4th start. A left-hander will face the first left-hander in the lineup for the Bobcats. Braden Main hitting .333 with 9 hits. He'll dig in. Infield standing straight up for the Flamingos. Middle infield, big gap right up the middle. Wind blowing in from left to right. The first pitch of the day runs high, fastball. For ball 1.
Braden Main threw a complete game the last time the Bobcats played here at the Corn Crib against the Blue Caps. Main went all 7 innings.
A 1-0 count. Fastball is spoiled and fouled away. Last time these two teams played was back on June 30th, Alex. Close game, 6-4, but the Bobcats won. They scored 5 runs in the top of the 4th inning. They're down here early. A 1-1 count. Curveball runs high.
Main blanketed the Blue Caps, held them to no runs. A rare complete game shutout. Main not throwing too hard, topped his fastball out at around 75, 76. Fooled those Blue Caps hitters.
2 balls and 1 strike to Main. Inside curveball, had to make him duck down in the box to make the count 3-1. Bit of control issues for Bergman to start, Alex. 3 balls and 1 strikes to Braden Main. Kicks and deals. Fastball off the glove of Haley, but won't matter. Now Main looking back after the pass ball, thinking about rounding first, but he'll stay there.
Took a big turn, had the possibility to try to take second as that one kicked away from Haley. Main speed threat over at first. 3 stolen bags. Tougher task against the left-hander Bergen.
It will bring up Kyler Lapp, hitting .450 with 9 hits. 5 of those have been extra base hits. He's brought in 9 runs. A runner on first. No one down here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Flamingos hold on to a 1-run lead. This hit, and he'll take a bounce into left center. Moving from second to third, and now coming in. Here comes Main. Throw, and nowhere. Holding it was Novotny. And an RBI double for Kyler Lapp.
We talked about in the open, the highest scoring offense in the KCL adds another one, takes a fastball high middle in the zone and sends it right into the power alley. Kyler Lapp, a stand-up double, puts the Bobcats in front. Even.
Carter Harris will dig in on the left side. Lefty-lefty matchup between the pitcher and batter. A runner on second. Harris, first pitch he sees, swings on it, fouled into the third base area. Alex Harris on the year. Fantastic hitter. 10 hits, 5 RBIs, hitting .455. Strikeout prone, though. Struck out 8 times. Runner on second for the Bobcats, an 0-1 count to Harris. Tie ball game 1-1 here in the bottom of the 1st. Harris watches the curveball drop in the zone. Taps home plate twice, rounds his bat up, and holds it over his shoulder. An 0-2 count to Carter Harris. Bergen looking for his first K of the day, up in the count 0-2. Looking at second, now kicks and deals. Fouls it straight back behind home plate. Carter Harris does.
Bergen with just a 2-pitch mix is a little bit easier for the Bobcats hitters. They can ready for the fastball and sick curveball. Don't have to worry about too much more in the off-speed department. When you get into a count like this, 0-2, it gets a little bit trickier.
Berggren looking at second, covering the bag is Novotny. The 0-2, fouled behind home plate again. It's Carter Harris. He's right on it, Alex.
Yeah, but Casey, let's say this count was a little more hitter-friendly, 2-0. That's when you can really sit on the fastball and do some damage to R.J. Berggren.
He's gone back-to-back fastballs Berggren has. Harris has been right on it, fouling the last two pitches away. An 0-2 count. Novotny, the shortstop, covering the second base bag. Pitch runs high, the curveball for ball one. Kyler Lapp brought in Braden Men, who watched to start the bottom of the first off. Lapp doubled an RBI. A 1-2 count to Harris. Swings and miss. The curveball in the bottom half of the zone gets Harris to reach for it for strikeout number one.
Great pitch. Gets Harris to swing right through it. Haley goes out for a quick chat to Berggren. Potentially a switch of the signs with the runner Lapp on second base.
Caleb Hackman leads the Bobcats in RBIs with 11. A big power hitter, hitting .317. A runner on second. Kyler Lapp doubled. A tie ball game 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. One away. First pitch is skied back behind home plate.
Power was on full display on Sunday, Casey. A long home run that was a no-doubter. He dropped his bat before he left the batter's box. That one about 3/4 of the way up the outfield grass out in left field.
Collected his second home run of the season with that back on Sunday. The 0-1. Fastball low. Hackman. 5 walks to his 9 strikeouts. Guy who can watch it, but big power hitter like you mentioned. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second. Hackman fouls it away. Trying to break from second to third is Lapp. Had a big jump on it and covering second base bag was the second baseman in Barber.
Hackman shaking his head. He knows he gave one to Berggren there. Swung at a ball well below the zone.
Berggren leans in. Gets set at the chest and looks over at second. A long stare with his second baseman. Now he kicks and deals the 1-2. Hit and grounded, fouled on the third base side. An inside fastball.
It's tricky, though, Casey. When you know you're either getting curveball or fastball, you want to sit on that fastball, try and drive it. So when you get the heater, eyes light up. Sometimes you go fishing.
Berggren kicks and deals. Swing way outside off of the curveball. Now off of the glove of Willen. Coming in from third. Hobbling is Lapp. He may have gotten hit. He's holding his right hamstring. Run will come in off of the errant throw of Haley that went off of the glove of Willen.
Lapp got a great jump, similar to Roseman in the top of the first. Steals the bag with ease, and then the throw, not great. Kicks away from Willen all the way into left field, easily standing up. Lapp, one to monitor as he didn't look good going back to the dugout.
Bring in Drew Stevens. Fastball high. Back-to-back Ks for Berggren, but he's allowed 2 runs. You mentioned something to continue to look at is Lapp holding that hamstring. Stevens laces one that will be fouled away the left part of the field. Drew Stevens, Alex, he struggled, hitting .211 with 4 hits. Gotten 3 free passes to the bases, 2 walks, and 1 hit by pitch. A 1-1 count. Stevens watches the curveball drop below the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. A 2-1 ball game. Berggren raises his knee, kicks and deals. Hit well, 104 off the bat. That one may have the distance, and it's gone!
Stevens, his second home run of the year, and my goodness, was that a blast. 425, almost almost straight away center. He's going to feel good about that one.
That was a no-doubter, Alex. Heard it off the bat. Fastball, high, in the zone. Wow. This is why the Bobcats are one of the highest scoring teams. They entered today scoring 100 runs through 14 games, this marking the 15th, and they're already up 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. Wyatt Ruff will dig in. Skies one up. Moving over is the first baseman in Davis in foul territory, and he'll watch it land in the stands.
It's where you get into trouble, Casey, if you're a Burger and just two-pitch mix. You start to become a little bit predictable, where the hitters can sit fastball until it's not, with no strikes, you can take a few curveballs until you get that fastball. Stevens got his and made no mistake.
Right-handed pitcher puts the curveball in the zone there. Left-handed. Playing tricks on myself there. The 0-2 count. Fastball low for ball one. Ruff on the season, hitting .273, 6 hits and 4 RBIs. Digging in on the right side, he's down to the count 1-2 with 2 away. Bergman kicks and deals. Put some power on this, but it's fouled on the first base side.
Sleepy Tuesday evening. Not too many fans here at the Corn Crib, but man, have they got a show so far. 4 runs already in the first inning.
3-1 lead for the Bobcats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bergman kicks and deals. Fastball runs low and inside. R.J. Bergeron entered today, 10 innings pitched, 11 Ks, an ERA of 2.1. He's allowed 3 runs here in the bottom of the first, collected 2 Ks. A deep breath, raises a knee, kicks and fires, and it's low and away again. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the first, a 3-run lead. Infield standing straight up. Wind dying down from left to right. The curveball floats towards the top of the zone and is fouled away down the third base line.
Casey, kind of neat. We still have a standoff going from the national anthem, a player on each side standing out of the dugout with some protection, not wanting to be the last one back to the dugout.
Didn't even notice that until you told me, Alex. This rolled near the third baseman, gloving at his will, and he zips it over to the first baseman, and Davis for out number 3. No one left on, but 3 runs scored. A 3-run lead after 1. Bobcats. After 1, a 3-1 lead for the Bobcats. A solo shot by Drew Stevens. Traveled 425 feet right into dead center. 104 off the bat, Alex.
That was a blast. Prairie Flamingos need to respond right here.
They would only score by the single that brought in Roy Roseman. An RBI single by Braden Barber. But digging in is Blaine Friedmansky, the center fielder First pitch he sees, he swings all the way around for strike one.
Elbow guard comes off, a little readjustment before he steps back in the box.
Bennett Schuler, the right-handed pitcher, has only allowed one run. The 0-1. Hit. On the ground, moving in, is it on Stevens, and he can't glove it.
Interesting to see what they score that, Casey. A slow roller to shortstop. Stevens charging in. He fumbles it, but not sure he would have had a great play on the streaking Friedmansky anyways. Friedmansky looks up at the video board to see if he gets a hit or not.
We're still looking up at the video board, too, to see if it will be ruled as an error or a hit. 3-1 lead for the Bobcats. A runner on first. Braden Elliott digs in. Fastball is low and away for ball one.
Fans at home may have been like me and you, Casey, wondering which Braden Elliott we were going to get tonight.
Fastball low again.
The outfielder, number 14, Braden Elliott, done for the number 4. Braden Elliott done for the season, headed back to Illinois Wesleyan.
Braden Elliott, the left fielder today, hitting .214. 6 hits, 1 triple to his name. 2-0, lifts one into left center. Moving in on it is Maine. He collects it for out number 1. And they'll rule Blaine Friedmansky's error that thought we could have been an error, an infield hit.
He was hustling.
Will Haley, the catcher, will dig in. A runner on first. Second baseman and Gubra standing in shallow right center. Left infielders standing straight up. Now just flipping it over to Ruff. Check in on the runner.
Schuler, no real conviction on that one. Just flipped it over. Happy to get it back and retake the rubber.
Looked like a lollipop pitch over to the first baseman. Now a kick and deal. Skied right behind home plate. That one has some extra roll to it. You could hear some more bangs after it fell down. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 down here in the top of the second. A 3-1 lead for the Bobcats. Schuler checks over on the runner. Move the counts off again, and maybe 0-1. We got 3 balls up there on our scoreboard, and I've lost the count. I believe that's 0-2 after the curveball is in towards the top half of the zone.
Well, Haley will hope the scoreboard is not correct.
The 0-2 thought about swing. Curveball having to keep it in front of him is Zimmerman as it rolls into the right batter's box. Throw it back to his pitcher. Top of the second started off with an infield hit by Friedmansky to the shortstop in Stevens. He didn't glove it correctly. It's almost ruled in as an error, but our official scorers here in the corn crib gave it as an infield hit. Braden Elliott flew out. Now it's the catcher and Will Haley. Even count 2-2 with 1 away. He slaps one down the third base line and will be fouled.
Casey, the hitters know it's a good day for them when Carter Light's deciding hit or error, tends to side with the batter.
I believe it will actually be Stacy scoring today's game. Carter Light is the TrackMan specialist. I'll give you a good try on that one though.
Collaborative effort, no?
Absolutely, yes.
Stacy Fitzsimmons gets the final call today, you're saying?
I believe Oliver Arroyo will be the go-to guy. He's also scoring the game as doing the PA announcing. Full count, 3-2. The fastball that ran low and inside. On the day, Schuler's only gotten 1 strikeout against Alec Novotny to lead this game off. A runner on first after the infield hit by Blaine Friedmansky. Now lifts one into right field. Moving back to his left is Harris near the warning tracks. He'll take a bounce off the wall. Rounding first, now coming into second, and now being sent home. Here comes Friedmansky. The throw to the catcher, not in time.
Good relay to the plate. Gura His throw was on line. First baseman Ruff acted as if he was going to cut it off, lets it go all the way through to Zimmerman, but the last bounce took it just too high to get the tag down in time on Friedmansky.
Blake Willen, the third baseman, steps in on the right side, rounds his red bat twice and holds it above his head. A runner on second, covering the bag is the shortstop in Stevens. He creeps in. Now coming in is Gura. First pitch that Willen sees, he swings at a high fastball.
Willen got the day off on Sunday, back in tonight in the 9-hole. Each of the last 3 in the lineup back today after days off on Sunday.
The 0-1 to Willen. Watches the curveball go outside for ball 1.
Sunday's Bobcats Blue Caps game has to hold the record for fastest KCL game, at least of this campaign, under 90 minutes.
90 minutes through 7 innings. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner on second for the Flamingos. 3-2 lead. Time called by home plate umpire D. Ray. I gotta say, I love the name D. Ray. Infield umpire today, and Adam Holloman. 1 ball, 1 strike to Willen. 1 down. Now the pickoff attempt. Not in time. Shortstop Stevens and Gura have been playing tricks all day long on Will Haley.
That was a good move from Schuler. Haley started to get his secondary when Schuler flipped around. Tag looked good, but Holloman disagreed.
The middle infielders for the Bobcats continue to play on tricks. The fastball inside for ball 2.
Casey, if Donald Tucker gets a cool nickname like D-Ray, Adam Holloman doesn't?
A-Train. I think that's a good one, right? Reminds me of the Boys character. 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball floats into the zone, and watching it is Blake Willen. Makes the count even, 2-2. 1 away here in the top of the second, a 2-3 lead for the Bobcats. Flamingos have a runner on second and Will Haley. 2-2. Willen way outside and in front of it. He misses for strike 3.
Great pitch on the outer half. A slider that just tails away from Willen. Gets him to fan and miss on a ball way out.
Turn the order over, and Alec Novotny, who struck out back in the first, will step in on the right side. A runner on second, 2 away here in the top of the second. 3-2 lead for the Bobcats. Novotny's looks at the curveball that's way outside and lets it go. Bennett Schuler, the right-handed pitcher on the day. He has the sandwich case. He's gotten the first batter and the last batter. Now he's looking to put in the rest of the lineup. 1-0 count to Novotny. Puts contact on this one into shallow center. Moving back on it is Maine for out number 3. Flamingos leave 1 on, but they get a run in. It's a 3-2 lead for the Bobcats. We'll take a short break and be back for bottom of the second action. Alex Hart on the day. This season, hitting .286 with 8 hits. Left-hander and R.J. Bergen stands on the hill. First pitch of the bottom of the second. Hit right up the middle, but the shortstop in Novotny will glove it and throw it over to first for out number 1.
One pitch, one out. Exactly how R.J. Berggren would have liked to start this frame.
Now, Anthony Gura, second baseman for the Bobcats. Be on the right side, hitting .222 with 4 hits. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the second for the Flamingos. Bobcats lead 3-2. Gura stands tall. First pitch he sees, fastball outside.
Standoff here still going from the national anthem. One player on each side still standing out of the dugout.
There's 2 now for the Bobcats. 1 got added on.
Braden Main paying him some company before he has to go to the on-deck circle himself.
Can't tell exactly who it is, wearing number 11 for the Bobcats. 2-0 count. Swung on a high fastball. Made Gura land on one knee after that swing.
Will Vogel, the catcher, the Bobcats member of this standoff. We'll see once the Bobcats get an arm warming up if he has to head to the bullpen.
The 2-1 fastball outside, getting Gura to swing on it again. Count even, 2-2. How often do you see a standoff last this long, Alex?
Never. It's dangerous, frankly, but Will Vogel wearing a catcher's mask, so we'll assume he has some protection. Flamingos banking on no left-hander hitting a line drive towards the dugout.
The 2-2 hit on the ground to the shortstop. He zips it over to first for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down.
What can Alec Novotny not do, KC? One of the best hitters in the Prospect League, shown his prowess on the mound as well, topping out at around 93, yet to give up an earned run and playing phenomenal shortstop as well.
He's 0 of 2 on the day, but looking to change,
There you go.
change
There
things,
you go.
right? He said, what can he not do?
Yeah,
Today,
still hitting up over 450.
still
on the
hitting up
summer.
above 450, right? 2 away here in the bottom of the second, a 3-2 lead for the Bobcats. Jake Zimmerman, last in the lineup for the Bobcats. First pitch to him, a fastball outside in the zone. Berggren shakes off his first sign from his catcher, now raises his knee, kicks and deals. Fastball away. Zimmerman struggled hitting 125, but he's gotten 6 free passes. He has a good eye. Watches this pitch right down the middle. Zimmerman, 4 walks drawn and 2 hit by pitches. You're double guessing me there, Alex. I had my stats right. The 1-2 chops one high. Third baseman getting on is Willen, but he can't keep it in front of him.
That is one of the more unique hits Jake Zimmerman will ever collect. A pitch that dropped off the face of the earth, a curveball, bounced on the plate or just in front of it. Zimmerman already going, able to get a piece of it, hit a chopper to the left side that eats up Willen. He'll reach on an infield single that bounced before the plate.
You don't see it often. Only in cricket where you can do most of that. Zimmerman made it look easy. Puts him on first with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Bobcats order turns over. Braden Mann will swing and miss on an outside slider for strike 1.
Challenge you again, Casey. What can this guy not do? Braden Main, dominant on the hill. Well done job in center field today.
Drew a walk his first time around. This pitch bounces off the catcher of Haley, moving from first to second now is Zimmerman. He puts himself in scoring position.
The committee of analytics we've talked about already has scored that an error by the third baseman Willen, taking away a hit from Zimmerman, but he'll advance to second base on the wild pitch.
The second error of the day, one by the third baseman and one by the catcher in Haley. The 0-2, high, curveball, does not drop in the zone for ball 1. The first error came off of a throw by Haley. He tried to zip it over to third baseman, and Willen is not anywhere near the glove. And then trying to keep the ball in front of him was Willen. He allowed a Runner to be aboard. Runner on second, a 1-2 count. Pitch right down the middle for strike 3. Braden Main goes down looking, the third K of the day for R.J. Berggren. After 2, a 3-2 lead here, and it looks like the standoff has come to an end. I don't know if you saw that, Alex.
Prairie Flamingos the victors. Fortunately, it won't go up on the scoreboard. They still trail 3-2.
We'll take a short break and be back for top of the third action here on the KCL radio. Welcome you back for top of the third action, a 3-2 lead for the Bobcats. Casey Stevens with Alex Ferens. We saw Kyler Lapp after he rounded all the bases back in the first, holding his right hamstring, and his day will come to an end. A third baseman will be replaced by Max Willie.
Caleb Hackman will come from left field to play third base. Max Willie will slide into left field for the Bobcats.
So from third to first, Hackman, Stevens, Gura, and Ref. From left to right in the outfield, Willie, Main, and Harris. And Zimmerman still behind the dish. The right-handed pitcher, Bennett Schuler, still on the bump. 2 Ks on the day for him. First pitch, bunt attempt taken away. Fastball low to Roy Roseman.
Bobcats infield shifted to the right on the left-hander Roseman. A lot of space on the left side as the third baseman Hackman playing closer to shortstop. That's why Roseman threatened to bunt down the line.
Last time around, singled and grabbed 2 bags. Bunt attempt laid down perfectly on that left side. He'll reach.
Absolutely textbook, KC. A bunt that drifts right into no man's land. It would have been a tough play if the Bobcats defense was playing straight up. The shift makes it almost impossible. Schuler and Hackman gave up on it before it even got to either of them. That'll be an infield bunt single from Roy Roseman, his second hit of the night.
Flamingos hitter and Roy Roseman has been effective. A single back in the first with 2 stolen bags, and now Keaton Davis looks to bring him around. First pitch low and inside.
See if he looks to take a few more bases here.
Schuler, 2 Ks on the day. Back-to-back singles have given up, but now this ball is hit and skied up into left field. That one is gone. Keaton Davis, second home run of the season.
Pretty clear right off the bat, Casey. I mean, my goodness, he got all of that one. Pitch up in the zone. He takes it out of the park, 361 feet on the home run. Just like that, this game flips on its head.
Flamingos take the lead, 4-3 in the top of the third. They've scored every inning of play. Braden Barber, he singled with an RBI last time around in the first. First pitch to him, curveball that runs outside.
Part of the reason why Will Vogel lost the standoff.
Fastball on the outer half of the zone for strike one.
That Vogel had to retreat back to the bullpen as an arm starts to get loose for the Bobcats.
1-1 count. Low changeup. Bobcats have been one of the best offense and defensive teams, but allowing 4 runs here through 3 innings. No one away, and working quick. Put himself back in the count as Bennett Schuler. An even count 2-2 to Braden Barber. Barber hitting cleanup for the Flamingos. 2-2. Thought about going around and fastball way outside. Run the count full.
Tryon Mason, left-hander up in the Bobcats bullpen.
3-2 pitch. Wind blowing straight out. Chopped over the head of the pitcher. Moving in on it is a shortstop, and Stevens. He zips it over to rough for out number 1.
Good play from Stevens. Not an easy one. Having to curl his run to the ball to get him headed towards first base makes it look relatively easy, and fires over for out number 1.
First out here in the top of the third. A bunt laid down by Roy Roseman to put himself on first. Then a 2-run shot by Keaton Davis for the Flamingos to take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the third. 1 down, and Adrian Arzola, the right fielder, will be on the left side. First pitch to Arzola. Lifts it up, and moving in on it in shallow center is Maine. He'll call everyone off as he loses his hat to get out number 2.
Just under it from Arzola. Saw that one well, was right on it. Just a bit underneath, turns it into a fly ball versus a ball that could cause the Bobcats some trouble.
Oh, the center fielder, Blaine Friedmansky. Step in on the right side. Righty-righty matchup with 2 away here in the top of the third. 4-3 lead. Infield's playing straight up, and the fastball. Top of the zone for strike 1.
Good response from Schuler after the long home run. Consecutive outs.
The 0-1. Fastball again, straight down the middle. Friedmansky reached on an infield hit his last time around in the second inning. Down in the count, 0-2. Pops one way high in the zone. Fastball behind home plate.
Bennett Schuler, the latest in a long litany of KCL pitchers to struggle with losing the hat upon the delivery.
An 0-2 count. Friedmansky. Curveball drops in the top half of the zone. Puts contact on it. Willie, the left fielder, will be under it for out number 3. Flamingos score 2 to take a 4-3 lead. We'll take a short break and be back for bottom of the third action. Welcome back to Normal, Illinois. Casey Stevens with Alex Ferentz for bottom of the third action. A 4-3 lead for the Prairie Flamingos, and they call on a new arm in Mitchell Silver. Silver making his fourth appearance. He's gone through 3 2/3 innings. He's allowed 17 runs and only 1 strikeout. First pitch lined right into right center field. Moving in on it is Arzola to glove it. And a leadoff single for Max Willie, who came in for the injured Kyler Lapp.
R.J. Berger, not the day he wanted to start the game. 2 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed on just 2 hits. Mitchell Silver picking up where he left off, though, allowing leadoff single.
Left-handed pitcher kicks and deals to Carter Harris. He was a strikeout victim back to R.J. Bergeron back in the first. A runner on first after the leadoff single by Max Willie. The lefty swings and misses at this pitch for strike 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Second batter and Carter Harris. That Silver will face. He steps off of the rubber to readjust himself. Wind blowing straight out, Alex, who will allow the balls to fly a little more here in the corn crib. The 1-1. Harris lines one in to right field and will be fouled.
D-Ray said not so fast. That ball smoked on the line, but just fouled. Harris, a tall left-handed hitter, 6'3".
A-Train is the nickname that we gave the infield umpire after you asked, Adam Holman. Harris thought about swinging at this high fastball, but lets it go away.
I thought you might nickname Adam Holloman A Holla.
A Holla.
D-Ray.
D-Ray and A Holla. The 2-2 to Harris. Swings on it right back and fouls it away behind home plate.
It's not every game the umpires get nicknames.
No, it's not. If you had it, did you have any nicknames in high school or anything?
Called me Snowman. I wore number 8.
Oh,
High school
okay.
soccer coach nicknamed me Snowman.
Interesting.
How about you? KC is a nickname of sorts.
KC, it's always been KC.
Nothing else?
No, nothing really. The 2-2 hit right into right field. It'll take a bounce. Arzola gets under it and throws it in. Runners on first and second for the Bobcats.
Back-to-back singles. Casey, I've enjoyed hearing the nicknames the Belters give each other. Mason Orton, RKO for Randy Orton. A few more come to mind.
The General, Stan the Man,
Sarge. Some good ones.
It's a lot of blanking on the word there. You'll think of it at some point. Runners on first and second for the Bobcats, and the cleanup hitter, Caleb Hackman, digs in on the right side. Left-handed pitchers, fastballs low and outside for ball 1.
What were you going for? Maybe I can help you out.
Army? A lot of
Military.
Military, there it is. Completely lost it. 1 ball. Every time, Alex. You make me chuckle a lot. Did you know that? Oliver calls me Mr. Giggles.
There's a nickname.
That's a good one. It was that's what he was calling me yesterday. You continue to get me, man. I look over at you and I see a big smile on your face.
Just enjoying ourselves. A beautiful day at the ballpark. Some KCL action. Best job in the world.
Right. Back-to-back singles, but runners on first and second. A slider. The inside portion of the zone against the right-handed batter and Caleb Hackman.
Hackman taking all the way there on a 3-0 count. That one ruled to have catched the zone by D-Ray.
The 3-1 hit and skied into right center. The gap will allow 1 run to come in. Slipping in on first and the bobble from the outfield. 2 runs will come in.
And as quickly as the Flamingos took the lead in the top of the third, Caleb Hackman says give it right back. An RBI double, 2 runs in to score. The Bobcats retake the lead 5-4.
Bring in Drew Stevens. He had a solo shot back in the first, and a runner in scoring position now in Hackman. You look at the bobble between the outfielders, center field and right fielder. Arzola called it off of Friedmansky, the center fielder. Then Friedmansky picked it up and threw it in. First pitch to Stevens is in the zone. We haven't seen many different pitches out of Silver, just a fastball. That's what he was relied on. The 0-1. Fastball on the outside portion of the zone for strike 2.
Casey, on the topic of nicknames, these teams don't necessarily have a location, normal Corn Belt or Chicago Cubs.
The 0-2. Grounded right in between the gap of second and third. Elliott will glove it in. And runners on the corners for the Bobcats.
These teams, though, Bobcats, Flamingos, just one name. So you have to get a little bit creative. Tanner Schreiber, head coach for the Flamingos, likes to refer to his team as the Mingos.
That is true, the Mingos. And then we got the Cats. The ground sloths or the sloths. GS, I guess you could say. I'm trying to think. The Blue Caps, the Caps. Skied up into right field. Moving in on it is Arzola in foul territory. He watches it land in Club 301. Right field, Portillo's. Believe it's Club 301.
310.
310.
Close.
It's the dyslexia.
Nicknames.
Right? I think I've been calling it 301 all season long. Runners on the corners for the Bobcats. The 0-1 now breaking from first to second is Stevens. He puts himself in scoring position and grabs a stolen bag.
His first stolen bag of the summer. Stevens showing off the wheels. A little easier when you know no throws coming.
That stolen base is sponsored by Jimmy John's.
Freaky fast.
I love it. That pitch was freaky fast there, the bottom half of the zone. Alex, I'm telling you, you giggle every time, man. You may need to take my nickname of Mr. Giggles.
Bobcats in a great position here. Second and third, no one away.
1-2. Soft ground roller to the shortstop, and Novotny zips it over to the first baseman. Now breaking from second to third. He slides in. 1 run will score in Hackman, but Stevens moves over to third.
Good base running from Stevens. Watches the throw from Novotny go from shortstop to first, then breaks for third, able to get in safely.
Third run being scored here in the bottom of the third. It's the same score of last game these two teams played back on June 30th, 6-4, a win for the Bobcats. But only through 3 innings so far. We're in the bottom of the third. 6-4 lead for the Bobcats.
I don't think either of these sides are done yet. The Mingos will certainly have something to say when they head back to the plate.
Brady Hart will dig in. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time around. Skies one towards the right side in foul territory.
Mitchell Silver only able to retire 1 Bobcat so far, facing 5 hitters of the green and orange.
Came in today, giving up 17 runs to his name, just through 3 2/3. The 0-1 hit hard and fouled on the first base side.
Brady Hart yet to collect an extra base hit. That one, if it stayed fair, could have been his first.
8 hits on the season. Fastball high. Had to make Haley jump up for it to keep it in front of him. So far, the Bobcats have been held scoreless, only 1 inning. Back in the bottom of the second. They've scored 3 runs in the first and 3 here in the bottom of the second. It's third. Hit softly to the shortstop. And Novotny zips it over to Davis for out number 2, but a run will come in. 7-4 Bobcats. Alex muting us here after he thought that was out number 3. Anthony Gura will dig in. He grounded out to the shortstop. I'm trying to wonder what happened there.
Got a bit ahead of myself.
Fastball high.
See, I don't have the luxury shortstop Alec Novotny calling out the outs after each pitch, you know what I'm saying? So, got to be more on top of it.
Swings and misses there, ahead of himself there. Only 3 Ks on the day for the Bobcats lineup, all by R.J. Berggren, who started the game for the Mingos, like you've been calling them. You really like the nicknames. Hit sharply, past the glove of the third baseman, rolling into left field. Gura gets on for his first time of the day, his 5th hit of the season.
For anyone who thought this inning was over, Anthony Gura says not so fast. 2-out rally brewing for the Cats.
A 7-4 lead for the Bobcats. A runner on first. And Jake Zimmerman, last in the lineup, will step in. The right-handed batter. With a runner on first. 4 runs have been scored in the bottom of the 3rd for the Bobcats. First pitch of this at-bat is away for ball 1. Let me ask you this. Do you know what the Bobcat definition is? What describes to be a Bobcat? The 1-0. Skied up into shallow right field. A blooper that drops down. Rounding first and second. Here comes Gura. Now runners on the corners for the Bobcats.
Good piece of hitting just to loop that into shallow right field. The definition of a Bobcat.
Yes. It's a medium-sized North American wildcat. Roughly twice the size of a domestic house cat. You know what they're known for?
What's that?
Their ears and camouflaged coat.
Makes me wonder the definition of a ground sloth.
Have you seen a ground sloth walk? That's the real question.
Seen a couple of them run around the base paths. Get it?
Ground sloths sit in second place in the standings in the KCL. The 1-0 to men. Fastball inside portion of the zone for strike 1.
Does the animal have a unique gait to it?
Maybe. I'll find you a video.
You haven't seen them walk either?
No. The 1-1, a bouncer. Now running from first to second is Zimmerman. He puts himself in scoring position after the pass ball.
Havely thought about it, a catcher taking a bag on a fellow catcher.
This will be the 3rd out bat for Braden Main in today's game. Drew a walk back in the 1st and struck out in the 2nd. The wind now blowing from left to right here on this 85-degree July 7th day. Main lines one onto the ground towards Barber. The second baseman zips it over to Davis for out number 3. The damage can be limited, but a 7-4 lead for the Bobcats. We'll take a short break and be back for top of the 4th action. welcome you back into Normal, Illinois, and something new on the hill. Mason Tryon. You said Tryon Mason when he was warming up, Alex.
It's Mason Tryon, and he replaces Bennett Schuler after a solid day. Not up to his standards, but leaves the game after 3 innings of work. 6 hits allowed and 3 runs.
He went into
4 runs, 7-4. The Bobcats lead the Mingos.
Got to see what we saw the definition of a bobcat earlier. What do you think the flamingo definition is?
Have to imagine a little less specific.
A flamingo is a large, wading bird in the family. I can't pronounce that word. It's a big one. I'll let you try.
Phonocopteridae.
Characterized by its pink feathers, long, thin legs, and downward bent bill. Interesting. It stems from the Spanish and Portuguese term. Translated to flame-colored. Interesting. You learn something new every day.
What was the Portuguese term?
I closed the tab. I can't tell you. Braden Elliott will be the right-hander to lead things off here in the top of the fourth. First pitch by Tryon, outside for ball 1.
Tryon, 12 1/3 innings of work so far this summer.
He's been a good pitcher for the Bobcats. The 0-1 hit on the right field and fouled away.
1.7 ERA. Started 3 of his first 5 appearances, this time coming out of the pen for the Cats.
A 1-1 count to Elliott. Inside curveball for ball 2. You and I were talking. Sometimes the players get hungry and they need snacks. And you showed me the Mountain Dew donuts. I gotta know, have you tried them?
I've not had any Mountain Dew donuts. Is that something we provide at the Corn Crib?
Trying
Not
to
to
think.
my knowledge. Funnel cake fries.
2-2 to Elliott's outside to run the count full.
Think-
Funnel cake fries, right?
I think that's the most adventurous we go.
Well, we may need to find a chance to implement Mountain Dew. Ripped into right field. Harris gets under it.
Corn nuts would probably be second place in the most adventurous category.
Corn nuts.
I believe we sell Mountain Dew, Casey. I know you seem to have an admiration for it.
I've had a few Mountain Dews in my lifetime. Not many. Will Haley, who doubled back in the second that drove in a run. An 0-2 count to Haley. Alex. Man, that was a good joke. Haley lifts one into shallow center field.
Braden Main able to haul that one in.
2 away here in the top of the fourth. I gotta ask you, what's so funny, man? You're making me crack up. It's been a hot day, though. Whew. Gotta cool down. Blake Willen struck out back in the second. The 0-1. Alex, man. I gotta know what's so funny.
Oh, man. You're making me laugh, KC.
I'm glad I can do that for you. Turn it back to baseball though. An 0-2 count to Willen. Fastball runs outside for ball one. For those of you who've missed, Alex has been telling some great jokes. Cracked me up. Braden Elliott flew out. Back in right field to lead the top of the fourth off. Will Haley in center field. Now the bottom of the lineup, Blake Willen steps in on the right side. A 2-2 count to him. A 7-4 lead here in the top of the fourth.
Tough spot to hit with no one on base and 2 away.
Willen struck out his last time around. Puts good contact on this to the shortstop to Stevens. He throws it over to first for out number 3. After the top of the fourth, a 7-4 lead for the Bobcats.
Back in normal for the bottom of the fourth inning. I'm Alex Ferens alongside KC Stevens. Prairie Flamingos got off to a hot start, but the Bobcats have answered right back. Bobcats lead over the Mingos 7-4. Bobcats bats due up next 2-3-4. Max Willie will lead things off after replacing Kyler Lapp. And a new arm on the mound for the Flamingos. Right-hander Boston Katz replaces the southpaw Mitchell Silver. Silver not the night he would have wanted.
No, he went through the entire lineup, Alex. Saw 9 different batters. It led off with back-to-back singles, a double that drove in 2 runs, a single then by Drew Stevens, 2 groundouts that both drove in a run, and then you had back-to-back singles again until you got Braden Mann, who grounded out.
Kat's first offer of the evening. Misses downstairs with the heater. Max Willie singled in the third inning, placing Kyler Lapp, the third baseman, left with a hamstring injury. The 1-0. Fouled away down the left-hand side.
He's right on that pitch, too. If you foul it that hard, and it's right down the middle, he's going to time his swing and put it in play.
Willie, a orange tip barrel matching the orange numbers on the back of the Bobcat jersey. The 1-1. Lays down a bunt on the left side and a good one. Firing it over to first. No, Cats will hang on to it. An infield bunt single from Max Willie catches the defense completely off guard, and he'll have a single for the second consecutive inning.
Wow. A perfectly placed bunt down the left side of the diamond. No one in the infield for the Flamingos was expecting it. No one creeping in. The third baseman, Willen, will now take a few steps in case another bunt's laid down by Carter Harris.
Carter Harris into the left-hand side, the first offer. Bounces in, able to block it as Haley, keep it in front of him and prevent Max Willie from advancing anywhere. Runner at first, no one out. Bobcats lead 7-4.
And a big gap between the middle. The second baseman for the Flamingos and Barber now shifting into shallow outfield.
The 1-0 home. This one skips all the way through to the backstop. Now Willie will advance into scoring position. Runner at second with no one away.
Yeah, an 80-mile-an-hour fastball just way on the inside portion, and Harris let that one go right by him, and now you put a runner in scoring position.
Cat steps off the back of the rubber, now retakes it. Check on Willie at second. Now the 2-0 home. Bounces this one in yet again. 3 consecutive pitches that haven't reached the plate to Carter Harris.
I mean, Alex, as a pitcher, you want to take a deep breath on there. You're coming in after a situation that Silver put you in. 2 lefties that the Bobcats are facing, this now being their first righty.
3-0 catches the outside half of the zone for a strike. Harris 1 for 2 tonight, singled an inning ago, struck out back in the first. Count 3-1. Cats bounces and fires. Harris started to go around a check swing foul ball off his front foot, and the count runs full.
Yeah, that check swing, thought about going all the way around. The pitch was near his hands. On a hot day like this, sometimes you need the bats to be heating up, and the Bobcats, they've been doing it.
Runner at second, no one away. Cats come set at the chest. The payoff pitch. Grounded to second base. Barber makes the play, fires it over to first in time. Advancing to third is Max Willie, and with 1 away, the Bobcats will have an 8th run standing just 90 feet away.
While he didn't get on base there, Harris, he still moved the runner over from second to third, and I talked about how the second baseman and Barber shifted into the outfield, gave him a better chance to run up on the ground ball and get it over to first.
Cleanup hitter Caleb Hackman digs into the right-hand side. Cats come set, checks on Willie, now comes to the plate. Big swing and a miss on a curveball that hung up in the zone.
It was a good pitch. A little high, but still got Hackman to go all the way around.
The 0-1. Another curveball. This one misses off the inside half. Hackman 1 for 2 today. Struck out in the first inning and an RBI double just an inning ago. 1 away, runner on third. Bobcats lead 7-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1. Thought about a high fastball, able to lay off the high heat.
He's continued to attack the top portion of the zone and the inside as well since he got that one curveball.
2-1. Fouled straight off the glove of the catcher, Haley. Count goes even to 2-2.
Yeah, we've seen, though, how Boston Cats, the right-handed pitcher, has attacked the right-handed batters differently compared to the left. For the right-handed batters, he's thrown his curveball to drop on the inside portion and then tried to repeat it throughout this at-bat and then blows a fastball in the top portion of the zone.
Cat swivels at the chest and fires. Sent right back up the middle. It'll be an RBI single for Caleb Hackman. Takes a curveball right back where it came from. Bobcats now officially lead by double the Flamingos score, 8-4 here at the Corn Crib.
That's Hackman's 3rd run driven in today. His double back in the 3rd got 2 in, and this RBI single puts himself on first. You go to Drew Stevens, who's hot, 2 of 2 on the day.
Including a long home run back in the first inning. Cats' first offer to Stevens. Heater that's right down Broadway for strike number 1. 1 away, Hackman the runner on first. 8-4 now, the Bobcats lead over the Flamingos in game 1 of a doubleheader here at the Corn Crib. Cats is 0-1. Line foul into the seats.
And those are the pitches that he's getting on. Anything that's a little outside or high, we've seen Stevens put good contact on it. His home run back in the first, a high fastball. His single, way outside.
The 0-2, curveball slap foul down the third base line. Inning started with an infield bunt single from Max Willie. Carter Harris moved him over on a ground ball to the right side, and Caleb Hackman drove him in on a single right back up the middle. Drew Stevens behind in the count 0-2. Boston Cats, a long pause to get his signs from Haley. Now comes set at the chest. Cats comes home. Grounded on the right side. Barber turns it to short for 1. Novotny has to pick it, can't turn it. A low throw from Barber. They're able to get the lead runner.
And that's now 3 times in a row Drew Stevens has reached base. Well, you grounded into a fielder's choice there. You still reach base 3 times. It's very impressive, showing that you've made contact with the ball. You're seeing it against a lefty, and now a righty that the Flamingos have thrown out there.
2 away, runner on first for Wyatt Roof. Digs into the right-hand side. Cats his first offer. Fouled straight back. Roof yet to get on base. An RBI ground out back in the third. 8-4 Bobcats lead. 1 run already in the bottom of the fourth. And another stands out on the base pass. Cats a check on Stevens over at first base. Now comes to the plate. Misses downstairs. Count goes even to 1-1.
2 different pitch selections there. The first pitch of the at-bat was high. This one now below the zone. Attacking it differently, just finding his spot.
The 1-1. Curveball hits softly to third base. Willen gloves it over to first base in time. Bobcats strand 1, but get 1 across in the inning. Max Willie, a leadoff bunt single, comes all the way around to score. After 4 here at the Corn Crib, Bobcats lead the Flamingos 8-4. Back in normal for game 1 of the KCL doubleheader. Bobcats lead the Flamingos 8-4 through 4 innings. We head to the top of the 5th. Prairie Flamingos lineup will turn over for a 3rd time. Mason Tryon still on the hill after replacing Bennett Schuler in the 4th inning. Went 1, 2, 3 of 7, 8, 9 of the Flamingos order. He'll face Alec Novotny, who strides into the right-hand batter's box. Tryon comes set at the chest, his first offer of the 5th. Misses away with the fastball.
Alex, it's interesting to see the shift in play. All the infielders for the Bobcats way out near the back lining before the outfield.
The 1-0. Lined into shallow right center field. Coming in is Harris. He'll make the play. Alec Novotny yet again on base tonight. One of the hottest hitters in the Prospect League. KCL, excuse me.
He's 0 of 3. We talked about what's the one thing he can't do. Apparently get on base today.
Roy Roseman, a guy that the Bobcats have yet to be able to solve, will stride into the right-hand batter's box with 1 away and no one on. Bunted last time up, a infield single. Hackman still not playing in on him, playing just behind the base path over at third base. The first pitch catches the bottom half of the zone for a strike. Roy Roseman wearing blue New Balances matching blue Bruce Bold batting gloves and a blue helmet. The 1-0. This is on the outside half with the fastball. Zimmerman gives a point to Tryon, signifying he's right there. The 1-1. Again, misses off the plate with the fastball. That time, no point from Zimmerman. 8-4 Bobcats lead. Flamingos looking to answer here in the top of the 5th. The 2-0. Catches the bottom half of the zone. 2-2, I believe, contrary to the scoreboard here at the Corn Crib. Roseman lays his bat to rest on his shoulder. Tryon comes to the plate. Skied into shallow right center. Braden Main called off by the right fielder Carter Harris, who will camp under it and make the play for out number 2.
They finally figure out Roseman there. Weak contact that lifts one into shallow right field, and Harris gets under it for out number 2.
3-hitter Keaton Davis will do so with no one on base and 2 away. Went yard in his last trip to the plate back in the 3rd, but no Prairie Flamingo has been able to reach on Mason Tryon. Tryon comes set to 0-0. Just misses away.
Alex, you'll see the left fielder and Willie, that ball he homered, hit in that direction, but the right and center are very close.
The 1-0 clips the outside half of the zone for a strike. Wind blowing left to right, starting to pick up here at the corn crib. The 1-1 catches the bottom half of the zone for a strike.
All off-speed pitches. We haven't seen a fastball yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. Chopped on the ground to the right side. First baseman Ruff picks it over to the pitcher who steps on the bag in time. Mason Tryon hustling over to first base to get on the bag ahead of Keaton Davis. 1-2-3 go the Flamingos yet again. Bobcats lead over the Flamingos 8-4. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Back in normal for the bottom of the 5th inning. Bobcats bats due up next with a lead over the Prairie Flamingos 8-4. I'm Alex Ferens alongside Casey Stevens. Right-hander Boston Cats back for his 2nd inning of work on the mound. Gave up 1 run in the 4th frame. He'll meet 7, 8, 9 of the Bobcats lineup. Brady Hart, the designated hitter, strides into the right-hand batter's box. Cats turns into his wind, his first offer of the 5th inning. Clips the bottom half of the zone for a strike.
Yeah, and for Hart on the day, he's only driven on a run and grounded out twice. Hasn't reached base yet.
The 0-1 misses downstairs. A pair of ground outs to the shortstop Novotny. Safety blanket for the Flamingos pitchers. 1-1 misses outside.
And Novotny on the day has been one of the best defensive players out there in the diamond for the Flamingos.
Cats turns into the 2-1. Catches the outside half for a strike. Hart shaking his head. Lays his blue barrel on his shoulder. The 2-2. Misses well outside. Hart thought about it after the last called strike on the outside half, but able to hold back. Flamingos pulling straight up on the right-hander Hart. The payoff pitch. Fouled straight back. He'll see another one.
He's right on it. Just did not time his barrel with the ball there, and if that one made contact, man, may have had a home run there.
Cats retakes the rubber. No one on, no one away. First batter of the inning, Brady Hart. He'll step out. Take a few practice swings to the left of the right-hand batter's box. He'll step back in. Count is full. Cats to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Boston Cats' first strikeout of the day. Comes swinging by Brady Hart.
Just the 4th Bobcat to go down today, too. Mayen did it back in the second. Back in the first, Harris and Hackman both went down swinging.
Anthony Gura will stride in with one away, no one on base. Boston Cats kicks and deals. Started to go around, holds back on a called strike anyways. Fastball that clipped the zone at the knees. A lot of commotion here at the corn crib. The 0-1 sails upstairs. Is that our PA announcer, Casey?
It may be. We have a PA announcer right next to us.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball placed up in the zone. Boston Cats has these Bobcats hitters guessing. The 1-2. Breaking ball doesn't quite break and misses above the zone. Throw back to Cats, skips off the lip of the mound. He'll have to vacate the premise and collect the ball. Cats looking to get the Flamingos back to the plate. The 2-2. Lined into right field and down. Arzola gets it in quickly to keep Anthony Gura at first base. It's a 1-out single for the Flamingos. The Bobcats, excuse me.
His second hit of the day. He had one back in the third, made his trip that stopped at the third base bag. Now gets aboard here with one down in the bottom of the 5th.
Jake Zimmerman, the 9-hitter, strides into the right-hand batter's box. Anthony Gura takes his lead over at first. One away here in the bottom of the 5th. Bobcats looking to add on to their 8-4 advantage. Cats switching to the stretch. First offer to Zimmerman. Misses away with the fastball. Zimmerman on base both of his first 2 trips. Reached on an error by the third baseman, Willen, and singled his last time up. The 1-0, runner goes. Throw down, not in time. Anthony Gura slides in safely. A good jump, his 3rd stolen base of the summer.
Great jump in red. Cats very well on his move. His delivery to the plate was halfway there before the throw was even to home plate.
The 2-0. Misses head high with the fastball. Count goes to 3-0 to Zimmerman.
Notice the third baseman now, and Willen will take a few steps near compared to the first baseman on the right side.
3-0. Catches the top half of the zone for a strike. Anthony Gura leads off second base. Alec Novotny keeping him honest. The 3-1. Misses downstairs. A 5-pitch walk to Jake Zimmerman. And there's runners at first and second with one away. Lineup for the Bobcats turns over for the 4th time. Braden Main makes the long walk into the left-hand batter's box. He'll do so with runners at first and second with one away. 8-4 the Bobcats lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Boston Cats clearly not as comfortable out of the stretch as he is his favored windup. An arm up and moving in the Flamingos bullpen. First pitch to Main. Big swing and a miss. A breaking ball that caught the outside half. Main 0 for 2 tonight. Walked back in the first inning. Strikeout and a ground out to follow. The 0-1. Fouls away a curveball quickly behind 0-2 to Cats.
2 different pitches there, though. The fastball on the inside portion and then the off-speed on the outside portion. And both of them in the zone. Allows for a pitcher, though, to work himself back into this inning.
Cats come set at the belt. The 0-2. Fouled away a breaking ball. Able to stay alive. Good piece of 2-strike hitting from Braden Main. Main, a 7-inning complete game shutout on Sunday against the Blue Caps. Turns to center field tonight. Cats checks on the runners. The 0-2. Taking off for third is Gura as Maine fouls the pitch straight back. He'll have to retreat the 90 feet back to second base.
Did a dolphin dive into the third base back, and I mean, very ahead of himself there. Thought that ball was going to be put into play, but right on it Maine is, and he found it behind home plate.
Braden Maine awaits the 0-2 pitch. Cats to the plate. Misses downstairs. Maine, a stark contrast between neon green cleats and then an all-black bat. Expression in the footwear, but not the piece of lumber. One away, runners on first and second. Cats, the 1-2. Floated into shallow left field. It'll get down. Gura gets the wave. Throw in from Elliott will be cut off by Willen. Another run comes in to score for the Bobcats.
Good piece of hitting there. A low pitch in the bottom portion of the zone. Lifted into left center. And then you saw the Jets being turned on by Gura. Made his way all the way from second to home. And you put runners on first and second with Zimmerman, who drew his walk his last time around. He's over on second and a single by Maine.
Max Willie digs into the left-hand side. One away, runners on first and second. Cats, the 0-0. Breaking ball catches the zone for a strike. Willie 2 for 2 since replacing Kyler Lapp, who picked up an injury after he doubled in the first inning. Willie, a pair of singles, including a bunt last inning. The 0-1 misses downstairs with the breaking ball. Count goes even to 1-1.
And you'll see that Cats will continue to attack that inside portion against left-handed batters compared to the right-handers. He got a strike call his first pitch, but 1-1 count.
The 2-0 runs way outside. 2-1.
Home plate umpire. And D-Ray giving it up here to our PA guy.
One away, runners on first and second. One run already in the inning for the Bobcats. The 2-1. Towering fly ball into shallow right field. Trouble. Second baseman Barber makes it with his back turned to the home plate. Acrobatic play. He loses it on the transfer, able to find it before any advancement.
Wow. What a play, Alex. Your second baseman having to travel up close to 75 feet into the outfield. Back turned, watched the ball fall right into his glove to get the out. Man, the awareness that you have to have as an infielder to just track the ball first with the sun coming straight down and then getting the out, very impressive.
Carter Harris, a left-handed hitter, digs in. Cats comes set at the belt, checks on Zimmerman over at second, now to the plate. Misses away with the fastball. Runners at first and second. Bobcats already one run in here in the bottom of the fifth, lead 9-4. Flamingos defense not shifting against the left-hander Harris. Cats gets his signs, now comes home. This is downstairs, count goes to 2-0.
Harris on the year entering as one of the best hitters, hitting .455. He's only reached base once today with a single back in the third.
The average leader just 1 for 3, as you mentioned. Big spot here, can break this game wide open. 2 away, runners on first and second. The 2-0. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball down in the zone.
And Alex Harris struck out back in the first. Down on the count here. Working his way back, though.
Cats, the 2-1. Misses below the zone with the fastball. 3-1. Shortstop Alec Novotny holding on Zimmerman. This time he stays put at shortstop. The 3-1. Towering pop-up into foul territory. Davis has a beat on it. First baseman. Now he loses it. It'll drop just behind him. A tricky play as that one was hit sky high, but Carter Harris gets another life.
Looked like Davis was trying to do the limbo there with the sun coming right down in him. Bending all the way back and losing his footing to let that one fall behind him. It's a long strike to run the count full, Alex, but overall it would have been an easy out if Davis tracked it well. The wind is blowing in from left to right and a little straight back too, so it plays a bit of factor on those high pop-ups.
Runners at first and second. Zimmerman and Maine will take off on the pitch. 2 away, count is full. The payoff pitch to Harris. Grounded softly to first base. Davis gets redemption. He'll step on the bag in time for out number 3. Carter Harris gets an extra life after Keaton Davis can't haul in a foul ball pop-up. But Davis makes amends by fielding the ground ball and stepping on first. 1 run comes in to score. Bobcats extend their lead 9-4 after 5 innings here at the Corn Crib. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Back in normal after 5 innings here at the Corn Crib. Bobcats hold the lead over the Flamingos 9-4. And 3 days after July 4th, the Prairie Flamingos are going to need some fireworks. 1, 2, 3, they've gone down in each of the last 2 innings against Mason Tryon. 4, 5, 6 due up. First of which Braden Barber digs into the right-hand side. Tryon's first offer. Clips the bottom half of the zone with a breaking ball. Strike 1.
He's made quick work, like you've mentioned. He's gone 1, 2, 3 back-to-back innings.
The 0-1. Misses away with a four-seam fastball. Braden Barber singled back in the first inning, bringing in the first run of the game. Grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. It's another chance here in the 6th inning. The 1-1. Misses outside with the heater. Beautiful day for baseball, just under 85 degrees, wind blowing left to right. Shadow lines starting to become a factor as the sun begins to set, 6:43 local time. The 2-1. Runs inside for a strike. Barber turned away like it might have nearly clipped him. Home plate umpire D-Ray says strike 2. Tryon comes set, the 2-2. Just misses on the inside half. Barber started to go around, a check from Zimmerman down to our field umpire. Full count. First batter at the top of the 6th is Braden Barber. Payoff pitch. Misses outside. It'll be a tough walk. A good at-bat from Braden Barber.
Alex, I believe that's the first walk given up by the Bobcats pitching staff. Only 2 arms that they've thrown out today. Took until the 6th inning for the Flamingos to get a free pass.
First Mingo to reach on Mason Tryon since he entered back in the 4th inning. Nobody on. Braden Barber leads off first. Adrian Arzola, the left-handed batter, awaits the first offer. Turns away from a fastball high and in. Flamingos some work to do. Trail 9-4 here in the top of the 6th. 2 more chances at the plate before time runs out on this 7-inning KCL game. Pickoff attempt over to first, skips away. Into the Bobcats dugout. Barber takes second now, takes the turn for third. He'll get in there standing up. See if he tries going all the way. He'll take a turn, but retreat back to third as Harris able to get it in.
And you'll see the infield umpire, Adam Holloman, call infield interference. Looked as the shortstop and Stevens collided with the runner and Barber as he was rounding second trying to get into third. Holloman was pointing that direction. It really won't matter just because he's already advanced to third. The throw nowhere in time, but a pass ball that allows a runner who was 270 feet away to then put him 90 feet away from scoring. Impressive. You're going to double check my math there, but
Never heard it expressed that way. So when you bat, are you 360 feet away from scoring?
yeah.
All right, I like that. 1-0 the count to Arzola. Here it is. Weak ground ball on the right side. Gets all the way to the second baseman. Gura, acrobatic play, not in time. Tryon slow to get off the mound. A very weak chopper. That one off the bat at 37 miles an hour. Gura had to get it over to first in a hurry, not in time. Braden Barber comes in to score. Flamingos cut the Bobcats lead to 9-5.
Yeah, not a traditional pick up the ball with your glove, but he went with the bare hand and tried to move it over while falling in.
First pitch to Friedmansky. Skied into the air to right field. Harris has a read on it. He'll camp under it and make the play for out number one. Good response from Tryon after a bit of chaos after his first two innings went flawlessly. Braden Elliott will dig in with the runner at first and one away. Elliott, the right-handed hitter, 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts today. Tryon comes set at the chest. Now comes home. Catches the outside half of the zone for a strike.
It's interesting the way that Tryon gets set before every pitch. Plays around with the ball in his mitt and his hand to throw off any reads.
The 0-1, big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Head 0-2 on Elliott. Tryon, a black arm sleeve on his throwing left arm. Checks the runner, Arzola, now throws over, has him beat. Arzola started to take off for second. He's caught in a pickle. Shortstop runs over and tags him. Stevens making out number 2 on the base pass. And any Flamingos rally meets almost certainly an early end. Arzola taking off the base pass. Braden Elliott behind at the count 0-2.
Does now empty all the base paths, so a sigh of relief for the Bobcats. You get someone caught stealing. And Arzola, after the flyout by Friedmansky, now Elliott, you mentioned, down in the count 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch. Misses away with a fastball, a chase pitch that missed arm side. 2 away, bases empty. Bobcats lead 9-4. The 1-2. Good hold on a curveball that dropped off the face of the earth. Count goes even to 2-2. Braden Elliott hitting just above the Mendoza line so far on the summer. Entered today hitting just a tick under 215. The 2-2 pitch. Misses head high with a four-seam. Count runs full.
See the controller just slipping a little bit by Tron, and each pitch that he's thrown started out early, an 0-2 count, now 3 straight balls.
2 away, the payoff pitch. Yanks this one above the zone. It'll be a well-worked walk. Was behind in the count 0-2. Marks 4 straight balls. Flamingos will have a 2-out base runner.
An arm warming up in the Bobcats bullpen. It'll be Brady Backus.
Right-hander, a different look to Mason Tryon. Backus has had his run so far in the KCL. First pitch to Haley. Poured into the zone for a strike. 2 away, runner on first. Flamingos looking to make up a 4-run deficit behind 9-5. Tryon, the 0-1. This is on the outer half for a ball. Tryon's delivery to the plate and pickoff over to first are so different. The 1-1 is lined right at the shortstop. Stevens jumps to make the play. Probably could have caught it standing up. Before we take a break, just a quick elaboration. His pickoff move is so different where his leg goes completely behind versus just straight up and over. It's tough to see how the Prairie Flamingos were so fooled on multiple occasions. That will do it. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, we'll step aside. Bobcats lead the Prairie Flamingos 9-5. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Back in normal for the bottom of the sixth. Bobcats lead 9-5, looking to add on. A new arm out there for the Prairie Flamingos. Avery Bulls replaces Boston Cats. After 2 innings of work, just 2 runs allowed. Able to keep the Bobcats offense slightly at bay, at least more success than his predecessors, R.J. Bergen and Mitchell Silver. Avery Bulls will try his hand. 4-hitter Caleb Hackman digs into the right-hand batter's box. Bulls turns into his wind. Fastball catches the inside of the zone for a strike. Hackman unhappy with it. Struck out in the first inning. 2 consecutive hits, a double and a single, both driving in runs. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses head high.
Alex, a different windup compared to all the past pitchers Bowles has. He goes slower when he raises his knee and then slower before he delivers compared to the very fast tempo.
The 1-1 home. Fastball runs inside, 83 miles an hour with plenty of zip, Casey, as you mentioned. Fastball comes out of his delivery very late. Gets onto the hitters quickly. The 2-1 pitch. This is high and tight with the fastball. Count goes to 3-1.
Just a bit of control issues. You come out of the pen, you warm up, you have all the nerves, you're ready to pitch and down.
3-1. This is downstairs, a 5-pitch walk for Caleb Hackman to start out the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th, Bobcats looking to add on to their 9-5 lead. Drew Stevens digs into the right-hand side with a runner at first and no away. Caleb Hackman yet to record a stolen base on the summer, stands over at first. Drew Stevens lays his bat to rest. First offer from Bulls from the stretch. Misses away with the fastball.
And Alex, and only the 3rd walk given up through 4 pitchers for the Flamingos. It's been a clean game pitching from both teams. 4 walks collectively.
The 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside half of the zone for a strike. Bulls switching to the stretch. Takes the rubber. Look over to Hackman at first. Now comes set at the belt. 1-1 pitch. Catches the inside half of the zone for a strike. Avery Bulls has to be plenty happy with our home plate umpire, Donald Tucker. Pitcher's friendly zone. The 1-2 pitch. Well in front of a breaking ball. Fouls it off down the left-hand side. Good piece of 2-strike hitting from Drew Stevens to get a piece of the curveball.
Yeah, staying alive, waiting for his right pitch. his home run that he had back in the first, a high fastball. He's been reaching for anything high in the zone.
Hackman takes off. The 1-2, ground ball to the left side. Past the third baseman, Willie Novotny. The shortstop can't get there either. Third base left completely empty. Caleb Hackman, who took off on the pitch, advances all the way to third. It's a single for Drew Stevens. If they score it that way, Willen had a chance for it, was just out of his outstretched reach. There'll be runners at first and third with no one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
That's a hard ground ball to get to. Hit sharply into the turf and took some weird bounces. Went between both infielders to roll into left field.
First pitch to Roof. Takes it upstairs. First and third with no one away. Bobcats lead 9-5 here in the bottom of the sixth. Flamingos looking to stop the Bobcats rally and get the bats back to the plate for one more chance. The 1-0. Runs inside and gets all the way to the backstop. Past the catcher Haley. Caleb Hackman will walk in to score standing up. A big turn at second base from Drew Stevens. Bulls didn't even cover home plate as he knew it was a lost cause. A light jog similar to the one Caleb Hackman made in from third base. Run in to score advances the Bobcats lead to 10-5. The 2-0 pitch to Roof. Fouled straight back.
And the pitch was good fastball high near the hands and making Roof go around for it. You're working yourself back into the count, Bulls, as you have a runner in scoring position on second for the Bobcats. You're up 10-5, but you want to continue to pour on runs here.
Bulls come set. The 2-1 pitch. Misses below the zone with the fastball. Count goes to 3-1 to Wyatt Roof.
And Alex, with that 10th run being scored, 110 runs on the season the Bobcats have scored.
Long pause, now the pitch. Flied into the seats out in right field. Near a couple of Blue Caps players entering the field. They'll play the second half of this KCL doubleheader against the Ground Sloths. Second and third place teams. Prairie Flamingos looking to climb out of the cellar. Have a lot of work to do here against the top place Bobcats. Full count, runner at second, no one away. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. First batter, Avery Bulls, is able to retire. He does so via the strikeout.
Fifth strikeout of the game by the four pitchers that the Flamingos have thrown out there.
Will Vogel will pinch hit for the designated hitter Brady Hart. Didn't reach in 3 attempts. 2 ground outs to the shortstop Novotny and a strikeout back in the fifth. Will Vogel, the member of the long standoff to start the game, will get a trip to the plate. First pitch to him. It's ripped well into left field. Shielding from the sun is Elliott. He'll make the play. Guarding the sun with his glove. He's able to haul it in.
Wow. 87 miles an hour off the bat. The ball was hit hard, and then shielding the sun with it setting right to our right on that first base line, directly into the left fielder's eyes, and Elliott covered his eyes to the very last minute and got the out.
Runner on second, 2 away. Bobcats lead the Prairie Flamingos 10-5 here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Gura. Just misses the zone on the outside half. Drew Stevens touches the bag, then retakes his lead over at second base. Hoping to come in and extend this Bobcats lead to 6 runs. Turn and throw over there from Avery Bulls. Gets back in time. Braden Barber breaking to the bag to cover from second base. No real threat as Bulls gets back in standing up. Long bat twirl now comes to rest on his shoulder. Anthony Gura waits the 1-0. It runs in and clips him in the back. He'll toss his bat over to the Bobcats dugout and take first base on the hit by pitch.
And Alex, I talked about how this has been a very clean game for pitchers. It started off with not many walks given up and free passes. Between the teams, 4 walks have been given up today through all 6 arms that have been out there on the hill. And the first hit by pitch of the game comes in the bottom of the 6th inning.
First and second with 2 away. The 9-hitter Jake Zimmerman strides in, yet to be out today. Reached on error in the second. Singled and walked in his 2 trips following. We've got a chance here in the bottom of the 6th. First offer from Bulls. Runs in on the hands, a check swing foul ball. Runners advance. seemed to clip the bat of Bulls. The umpires don't think so. No real protest from the Flamingos.
Alex, it may have gotten there, but it was not the bat. It hit the glove of the catcher, and Haley rolled to the left side, and you put runners on second and third for the Bobcats.
The 1-0. Finds the outside half of the zone with the fastball. Drew Stevens advances to third. Anthony Gurra to second on the pass ball. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Drew Stevens taking a huge secondary, anticipating a pass ball from Avery Bulls. Shadows starting to take effect here at the corn crib, creeping onto the field of play. The 2-1 pitch. Laced into left field. Elliott shielding the sun, going to his right, and he'll make the play for out number 3. Ranging well to his left into the gap to make it. Bobcats strand 2, but not before 1 comes across. Caleb Hackman, leadoff walk, comes all the way around to score. One last chance for the Prairie Flamingos. They trail 10-5 as we head to the 7th inning. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Back in normal for the top of the 7th inning. Bobcats lead 10-5, and who better to close the door, KC, than Brady Backus, guy that started his year with the Normal Corn Belters, now finds himself in the KCL pitching for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Brady Backus making his 5th appearance. He started a game for the Bobcats. He's gone 7 2/3 through, an 0-1 record. He's allowed 14 runs to come around, but he struck out 9 batters.
An ERA close to 12 for Backus, but plenty of cushion.
An ERA closer to 14, Alex.
You would say 11.87 is closer to 14?
Must have read the wrong number.
He'll meet 8-9-1 of the Prairie Flamingos to begin the 7th inning. They need 5 runs to push this game to a potential 8th inning. Or, excuse me, a swing-off. Home run derby tied games in the KCL.
But here's the thing about Backus. Top velo of 89 miles an hour. He has a good fastball, and he'll get batters to bite on it. But the big question mark for him is the control. His fastball runs sometimes way outside, and pass balls may allow runners to draw walks and get on the base paths.
We've seen plenty of walks from him so far. 11 walks in his KCL career. The 9-hitter, Blake Willen, digs into the right-hand side. Bobcats lead the Prairie Flamingos 10-5 as the top of the 7th inning gets underway. Brady Backus fixes his hair, readjusts his hat, a little wipe of the hands on the towel behind the rubber. Now Now he'll take the mound, begin the 7th inning. First pitch to Willen. Fired past him, 87 miles an hour, swing and a miss on the heater. Bobcats defense playing straight up. Shadows starting to cover the circle, engulfing the batter's boxes. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball clips the inside half of the zone for a strike.
We see the arsenal of the fastball, curveball, and changeup that Bax has. Through the curveball there.
The 0-2. Misses away with the fastball, 89 miles an hour. Sure, our friends in the analytics box over there, Stacey Fitzsimmons and Carter Light, are monitoring the fastest pitch Brady Backus throws. 1-2 count to Blake Willen. Struck out in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th. The 1-2. Misses away with another four-seam fastball.
You could see the excitement. Stevens thought that one was right down Broadway, but way outside by the home plate umpire, D. Ray.
The 2-2 pitch. Bounces well in front of the zone. Count goes full. Blake Willen hitting .350 on the summer entering tonight. 7:05 local time. Still plenty of sun in the sky as evidenced by our left fielder, Braden Elliott. Full count pitch. Fouled away. We'll see another one. Braden Elliott shielding his eyes from the sun in the bottom of the 6th inning. See if Max Willie has the same trouble out in left field for the Bobcats here in the top of the 7th. Count is full. First batter of the inning. Backus shakes from his catcher, Zimmerman. Now the payoff pitch. Strike 3 looking. Fastball catches the bottom half of the zone, and it's the first out of the 7th inning.
89 miles an hour fastball blew right by him on the bottom portion of the zone. The excitement from the infielders as they throw the ball around. Congratulations, Brady Backus.
Flamingos lineup turns over for the 4th time. Alec Novotny yet to reach today, hitting .450 on the summer. Backs, kicks, and deals. Ground ball to the shortstop. Stevens goes right by him. Was in perfect position, took a good angle on it to be able to fire it over to first. Just forgot about the ball. Put the cart before the horse, Casey.
That one went right over my head, but yes, absolutely, Alex. Don't understand that one, being honest with you.
Roy Roseman digs into the left-hand side. It'll be an E6. Runner on first with one away. Back is first pitch to Roseman. Clips the outside half of the zone for a strike. I believe that is the saying, cart before the horse. Saying, you know, back in the olden days, Oregon Trail style, you would have the hort and then the cart behind it. If you put the cart before the horse, it'd be trickier. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses on the outer half. A lot of work to do for the Flamingos, trailing 10-5 here in the top of the 7th inning. The last chances in this 7th inning KCL ballgame. One away, runner on first. 1-1 the count to Roy Roseman. Backus to the plate. Bounces a fastball, skips off the mask of Zimmerman and kicks well away. Taking second now, going to third is Novotny. He'll be in, standing up. Fastball that bounced way in front of the plate. Skipped up high off the mask of Zimmerman. He lost it. Novotny will go first to third.
I mean, for the Flamingos, they're happy about that. One away. They're down 5 runs. 10-5 lead for the Bobcats, and you have a runner 90 feet away.
Roy Roseman, 2 for 3 tonight. Pair of singles in his first 2 trips to the plate. Bobcats defense playing the left-hander straight up. Backus comes set at the belt. 2-1 pitch. Lined into center field. Main coming in. Carter Harris, the right fielder, will dive. It'll hit the glove of Main and kick away. Roy Roseman will go to second. He'll dive in safely. Flamingos are chasing a bunch, KC, but that's 1 in to score. They cut the lead to just 4 here in the top of the 7th.
It was interesting, though, in the outfield. Harris, a diving effort, dolphin dive to try and make the diving catch, and nowhere near the ball. And then the center fielder, Main, tried to get it off the bounce that it had off the turf, and it went over his head. It rolled to his right, and running into second, sliding, was Roseman. So he puts himself in scoring position. 4 runs now separate these two teams. A 10-6 lead for the Bobcats.
3-hitter Keaton Davis awaits the first offer. Watches a ball downstairs. 1 away, runner on second. They're going to rule it a single and an error on Braden Main that allowed Roseman to take second base. Roseman now 3 for 4 on the day. Keaton Davis 1 for 3, the one a long home run back in the third. Back is the 1-0 pitch. Misses below the zone for a fastball. You mentioned his control issues so far this summer, rearing their ugly head yet again here.
He's had one pass ball, which allowed Novotny to make his way over from first to third.
Vazquez wipes his hand on his towel, now comes set at the belt. Few checks over to second base, and Roseman now to the plate. Chopped foul down the left side. Good play from Tanner Schreiber, the Flamingos manager, to snag that one with his bare hand. Fired over to Bax. Get play back underway. Bax again wipes his hand, now his face with his towel. Drops it behind the pitching mound. Runner at second, 1 away. 10-6. Bobcats lead the Flamingos. Flamingos in their last at-bats down to their final 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Misses downstairs yet again. 3-1 the count.
Changeup used there as that pitch and way low below the zone. As a batter, you're just waiting for the right pitch to swing at. And with a 3-1 count, 1 away, you don't want to play with anything.
Vazquez cuts it loose. Swing and a miss, strike 2. An undisciplined swing from Keaton Davis, who has 9 strikeouts to just 5 walks so far on the summer. Fanned on a ball well outside the zone, runs the count full. Braden Main takes a few steps in over at center field. Vazquez, the payoff pitch. Yanks it well outside. It'll be a free pass for Keaton Davis.
Now you put runners on first and second, and a mound visit coming for Zimmerman. And the head coach for the Bobcats will come out there as well.
Jake Wegner will go out just to calm Brady Vazquez down. Tying run, KC now stands in the on-deck circle. Braden Barber will look to pass the baton to Adrian Arzola with runners on first and second and 1 away.
I mean, overall for Brady Bax, we talked about the control issue. Few pass balls. He's a guy who likes to go for velo most of the time. 89 miles an hour is what he tops at. He hasn't surpassed or clipped the 90-mile-an-hour mark yet this season. Brought from the Corn Belters team down to the KCL to give him a chance to just refrain from getting some errors. And today, it's not just him making mistakes, the outfielders as well. Maine had a ball that was hit into right center. He worked his way over, took a hard bounce, went off of his glove, and allowed the runner from first to come into second. And Roseman, then you just have a walk given up. So you have runners on first and second. You mentioned the tying run on the on-deck circle.
The number originally attributed to Vazquez, number 24 for the Corn Belters, is on sale in the Safari Night-themed jerseys here at the Corn Crib. If any fans listening want to grab a jersey of Brady Vazquez. He'll retake the rubber, mound visit adjourned. Runner at first and second with 1 away. 4-hitter Braden Barber, 1 for 2 tonight, walked an inning ago. Stands back in the top of the 7th, his team chasing 4 runs to keep this game going. Back his first pitch to Barber. Catches a zone for strike 1. Took a little bit off the fastball, 85 miles an hour.
Good pitch there. Anytime he lowers his velo and just aims for the control, he can get batters to go around, or he places one well in the zone.
Back as check on Roseman, the 0-1 pitch. Catches the zone again, bottom half of the zone for a strike. Breaking ball that time, slowed it down. Braden Barber behind 0-2 to Vazquez. Shortstop Drew Stevens holds on Roy Roseman at second. Leading off first is Keaton Davis. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside with the fastball. 1 away, a double play ball would end it. Top of the 7th, Bobcats lead the Prairie Flamingos 10-6. 7-inning game. KCL first game of the doubleheader. Blue Caps first grounds lost to follow. 1-2, the count to Braden Barber. Vazquez pause. Now the pitch. Yanks this one arm side. 2-2 the count.
Alex, in this situation, double player ball would end it, but on the other hand, for the Flamingos batters, their approach in the box has been fantastic. They're just waiting for a pitch in the zone to swing at. They've stand tall, allow backs to throw deep in these at-bats.
2-2 pitch. Misses below the zone with the breaking ball. Count goes full. Runners at first and second with one away. No movement in the Bobcats bullpen. They hope backs can take them home. Wipe of the face with his towel. Now retakes the rubber. Roseman leads off second. Davis over at first. Batter Braden Barber awaits the full count pitch. Back as the payoff. Fouled off. Kick off the netting back into play. I'll see another one.
And Braden Barber on the day, he singled back in the first, grounded out, but anytime he's made contact with a pitch, it sorts the top half outside part of the zone. And that was the exact pitch that backs through there, timed his swing and fouled it away.
Backus, the 3-2. Fouled again. He'll see yet another one. Right on it. 2-strike hitting. Fouling off a pitch outside the zone. Staying alive.
Alex, the same time, different pitch that time. A changeup the first pitch that was fouled away on the outside portion, and this time the fastball. You're just seeing how Barber's timing up his swing. If he puts one in play in the between the gap of second and third, rolls one in, runs could come in.
Backus, the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Flamingos down to their final out here at the Corn Crib. Chasing 4 runs to keep this one going. Bobcats lead the Prairie Flamingos 10-6 here in the top of the 7th. 1 run already in, but 2 away. Runners at first and second for the right fielder, Adrian Arzola. Digs into the left-hand batter's box. Backus gets his signs. Comes set at the belt. First pitch to Arzola. Arzola thought about going around, holds back on a pitch that just missed the zone upstairs. Blue Caps and grounds lost players await in the outfield, ready to take the field for Game 2 of the KCL doubleheader. Flamingos looking to push this one off a little bit longer. Check on Roseman, the 1-0 pitch. Lined into center field and down. Bounces in front of Maine. Getting the wave is Roseman. Throw is cut off by Roof, who thought about rifling it home. He'll hang on to it. Flamingos not done yet. 2-out single from Adrian Arzola brings in Roy Roseman from second base. Moves Keaton Davis over to second. Cuts the lead to just 3.
Yeah, and that was a good piece of hitting, too. A top fastball near the hands that was just timed perfectly. Put into shallow center field. You get a run to come in. Cut the lead to just 10-7.
Tying run to the plate. It's Blaine Friedmansky. Digs into the right-hand batter's box. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Friedmansky the last hope for this Flamingos order. Backs first pitch. Breaking ball that floats into the zone for a called strike.
Alex, you could just see Friedmansky froze there for a second, expecting the fastball that all the other batters have seen, and a curveball that drops 19 miles an hour from where Bax has topped out tonight at 89. That curveball 70.
We're the second baseman, keeping Keaton Davis honest at second base. The 0-1 pitch. Clips the top half of the zone for a strike. Blaine Friedmansky readjusts his batting gloves, now retakes the right-hand batter's box. Flamingos down to their final strike. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Top of the 7th inning, 2 runs already across. Flamingos need 3 more to keep this game going at least to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bax shakes his sign. Calling time is Arzola. Arzola leading off first. Friedmansky steps back in. 2 away, the count 0-2. Backus to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The first place Bobcats refuse to relinquish their hold on the KCL. Backus a huge celebration. Bobcats will take this one over the Prairie Flamingos 10-7.
And Alex, a good way for Backus to show off his stuff. 3 Ks in just that inning. Every out, man, it came from him. His stuff was very reliable. Fastball, slider to end off the game.
A high-scoring affair, but the Bobcats retain pole position. 11-4. 11-4 they go. Prairie Flamingos fall to 5-10-1. Run differential will drop to -5 on the season for the Prairie Flamingos. An impressive mark for a team that far under 500. That'll do it at the Corn Crib for Game 1 of the KCL doubleheader. Blue Caps' first ground loss to follow here at the Corn Crib in just about 30 minutes. 7:50 expected first pitch for Alex Ferentz. KC Stevens. 10-7 your final. Bobcats take it over the Prairie Flamingos.